Part 2 of designing and making a teacup inspired by the shire, gardens, greenhouses, and flowers. I got all the flowers ready for print and imported them to my 3D printer, and while these were printing, I finished modeling the teacup. When they were finished, I pressed some clay into them to see if they actually pick up any detail or just look like little lumps of clay, and overall I'm really happy with the result. I test out each mold and then clean them up a little and end up with some really cute flowers that currently look a little plain, but they'll be glazed and stuck onto the teacup later. By that time, my teacup prints were ready, so I got to work sanding those, which took forever, but I need them to be really smooth so the plaster doesn't grab onto them, so I spend a lot of extra time on that step. Then I waterproof them with some duct tape to avoid any catastrophes, and then it's time to mix the plaster. I decided 120 ounces sounded like a good amount, so I measured out that water and then figured out the ratio of plaster to pour in, which I cannot do on my own, so I asked ChatGPT and she tells me. Then I poured it into my molds, hoping the duct tape would keep everything contained, and luckily it did, and 15 minutes later it was time to demold, and this part definitely speaks for itself. I'm so happy with how they came out. I literally could not ask for a more perfect mold. So after demolding both, I cleaned them up and put them together with some rubber bands so they can dry together and sink. And in a few days, they'll be ready. So be sure to watch part 3 where I'll actually make some teacups.